everybody. Thank you for joining us here on Andre and Melball Wrestling Talks NJPW Puroresu Review. I am your co-host, Andre C. This episode, we actually, myself and Melball, we did a preview for the Best of the Super Junior tournament that's just started yesterday. We did that on Friday for the Japanese Wrestling Update over on OLE. So we decided to cut. I decided we should cut that out of that show, put in this video for you, so you can see what our predictions on who's going to win the blocks, who's going to be going to the finals, who's going to be in the semifinals, who's going to be in the finals, who's going to win the tournament. We each have our own distinctive picks in this. So, so we're going to have that coming up. I just want to thank all y'all for joining us here on Andre and Mello Wrestling Talk. If you're watching on YouTube or if they're on our channel, whether on Backbreaker Video, thank you so much for joining us here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share us out to your friends, family, and all the other wonderful people in the world. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted every time we drop a new video. Ding dong, hello. Gotta shout out my Melball there. So without further ado, here is our Best of the Super Juniors preview and picks for the tournament.
And we're gonna do a quick little preview here. So we got the A block here. I got a list up for me and Mel here. So in the A block, you have Blake Christian. You got BUSHI. Clark Connors, El Desperado, HAYATA from Pro Wrestling Noah, which I cannot wait to see him in this tournament. Kevin Knight, the man with the springs for legs. Kosei Fujita, Titan, TJP. Got crowns up. And Yoshinobu Kanemaru from House of Torture, which I'm worried with that one, but I still think I think Show's more the one for his interference, where he's gonna have somebody. Kanemaru
it's gonna be a combo breaker with those two. It doesn't matter. It's House of Torture, and let's be honest, Yoshinobu Kanemaru has been in Show's corner, doing everything he can to keep that IWGP Junior Championship on Show. I suspect that Show will. I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I'm in this faction, I would expect, especially if I've just joined and put in the effort to ensure that my OG team member is keeping his title, I would expect the same in return. So I suspect that it doesn't matter what night, we are getting tortured. Regardless.
So I got a question for you. Out of the A block, so it has been stated that the top two will be going to the semifinals. The best number one in A block will face number two in B block. Number two in A block will face number one in B block. So out of who do you think are the top two in your opinion? We're going to both give votes here. We're going to also pick our finals, and we're going to pick our pick our winners.
So I feel like I struggled with Block A a lot when I started looking at the names, because I'm like, they have been building Desperado a little bit. So it would be nice to see him take a forefront, but I also think it would be smart, given the connection with Noah, to have HAYATA do fairly well in this as well. I love Teton though, and Teton made it to the finals last year. Like, it was the battle of our choices.
Yeah, I picked Lotto. She picked Teton.
Yeah, but I've also been pretty privy to Blake Christian, and he is so damn good. What do I go with here? I think my top two are going to be both irregular people for the company. I think I'm going to go with Blake Christian and HAYATA.
So Blake and HAYATA. In what positions do you think? Like, who's going to be first? Who's going to be second?
I think Blake is going to be first.
Okay, so I just want to know, because it's gonna depend on how we pick our semifinals and things. So for me, I'm going to go with Kosei Fujita, number one.
No shit.
And number two, I'm going with HAYATA, same as you. I really feel like having HAYATA there is going to be
a deal breaker for sure.
He's got to make a semifinal. I feel,
yeah, because he's kind of like I would say the dark version of Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Interesting. I knew Fujita would be on your list.
Yeah, I'm going Fujita. Again, I pick with my heart. I don't pick with my head beyond that. And I picked with my heart last year. I was right.
You were right.
My heart worked for me last year. It doesn't always work for me. You know what I mean? It sometimes steers me wrong, but
and it would be nice to see, I mean, this is the third kind of group of young lions that I'll personally be seeing kind of coming back from excursion, because the last group was obviously Narita, Suji, Shota, and the last one, Yuya. the most underwhelming one, who has
the first one to win a title.
First one to win a singles
title.
Yeah. I Fujita also does have a soft spot in my heart, and I would be very happy to see him get the win on that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is a phenomenal opportunity to have global exposure, and I feel like there'll be a little bit more exposure to the North American people later in the tournament if they have someone like Blake.
Yeah, 100%. And having Blake and HAYATA, that really gives it a very different feel going into the semifinals.
100%.
So yeah, we're going to jump over to the B block here.
Yeah.
So in the B block, we have DOUKI, we have Dragon Dia, who's coming in from DDT.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's DDT.
I think so.
We have Drilla Moloney,
Mm-hmm.
one of Mel's favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Francesco Akira, Mel's favorite. Hiromu Takahashi, the man who's won 4 times now, I think. Yeah, 4 times.
I think so, yeah.
The 4-time winner. KUSHIDA, Ninja Mack from Pro Wrestling Noah, who Mel finally got to watch in a hardcore match. There. But that was a good hardcore match.
It was actually very, very well done, considering the size difference too.
Mm-hmm. That dude was way bigger.
Yeah.
Show, sadly, and Taiji Ishimori. Okay, I'm gonna give you my picks first, and I'll let you think on it. Because again, you get the picks first last time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all heart here, but I'm trying to be practical here. I think first overall, I'm going with Drilla Moloney. I think he's gonna get a strong push. And number 2, sadly, gonna be Show. He's gonna cheat his way into getting that second place.
Mm-hmm. I share the sentiment with Drilla. That was my obvious first pick on that one.
So is he first or second for you?
He's first for me.
Okay, so we're
because
both.
I definitely think he's going to get a push. I struggled on the second though.
Oh, okay.
I struggled on the second because I had 2. Because it came down to, I think for you, similar to you, my heart and my head is my second pick. So my heart is saying DOUKI, but my head is saying Robbie Eagles.
Oh.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen Mr. Eagles here. I think with the TMDK push, with Shane Hayes, Mikey Nichols being the strong champions, Fujita also being in Block A, and then Zack Sabre Jr., I feel like he's going to be on a warpath now after losing the TV title there. I feel that this is an opportunity for them to focus the attention on both Fujita and on the returning Robbie Eagles. So I'm going to go with my brain on this one, and I'm going to go with Robbie Eagles because I feel that a push for him would be tremendous, not just for him, but also for TMDK, which I think they're finally starting to reward a little bit more in NJPW. Because like I mentioned before, TMDK are the team that you call if you want to have a good match, but don't necessarily want to put the titles on them. Because you know that they will put on one hell of a show. They are a guaranteed banger. It doesn't matter where or with who. They just have that insane ability to just be that good.
Yeah.
So I feel having the TMDK boys kind of come down into the finals with Fujita and Robbie Eagles. Smart booking. Be a smart booker, Gato.
Yeah, again, that sounds like a great finish to me.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so you have Blake Christian and Hayata coming out of A block, and you have Joe Moloney and Robbie Eagles coming out of B block. So you have Blake Christian versus Robbie Eagles, and then you have Joe Moloney versus Hayata. So out of those matches, first Blake Christian versus Robbie Eagles, who do you pick to win that? Because again, you put them in the numbers, so. Because again, you could end up with an A block versus an A block at the end.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Between Blake and Eagles, holy crap! First of all, what a freaking high-speed match that would be! Oh my god! Let's stick with the head. Stick with Robbie Eagles.
So Robbie Eagles.
Blake has to make it to the finals, though, or at least to the semis.
Yeah, I agree.
To keep the North American attention, I think.
Yeah, kind of like Mike Bailey last year.
Yeah,
he won. He was number one in the A block last year. Yeah. So like he was that representative for all of us North American fans who follow him. He's your way in for. He was a way in for. I know some people that weren't a New Japan people, but knew Bailey from like TNA and stuff. Yeah, watched the Super Juniors because he was there, and it gave them their window in. And I know still watch New Japan to this day.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want to enrapture the viewers and bring them in and stick them with our company.
So you have Drilla Moloney versus Hayata. Who are you going with here? Do you go New Japan in the finals? Or you do New Japan versus Noah in the finals?
So between Drilla and Hayata,
yeah,
I want to say that as much as I love Drilla, I want to say Hayata would be the smarter win on that one. Because it would because Hayata is a champion, correct? Right now in that one, he came out with the title, I think, on that show.
I think so. I'm just pulling him up right now.
So first of all, it would give Hayata an opportunity to come back, particularly with maybe another junior to face off against Drilla Moloney and Clark Connors for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships.
Okay, he's the current GHC national champion, so not even the junior title. He's got essentially what it's more like it's closer to their like never. It's to like the never open. It's like more of a. It's no matter what division you're in kind of belt.
So yeah, in the hierarchy, it definitely outweighs the junior tag champion for sure. But again, I would like to see Hayata kind of take that and then come back with a partner to face off against the War Dogs for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships.
So we have your final of Robbie Eagles versus Hayata. So for me, I have Kosei Fujita taking on Sho. And I have Drilla Moloney versus Hayata. Say we have the same second match. So for me, I'm going to say I'm picking my heart and my head and my brain because nobody wants to see Sho win anything. For me, it's Kosei Fujita.
I want to see Sho win a mask. Put on his stupid face, and we don't have to see his overreactive.
But he would still have the eyes cut open. He would have the mouth exposed like Rey Mysterio, so you would see crazy expression even under the mask.
Melball chooses the mask.
And unlike you, I'm going with Drilla Moloney. I think Drilla will spike Hayata, forcing Hayata to come back and wanting revenge on Drilla Moloney for beating him in the semifinals.
So instead of having a tag team match, you would rather have a singles match.
No, he's going to come back with a partner to go after Drilla and Connors after their tag titles. Because he got beat by him, so he's like, no, I'm coming back to take your belts. Like, I'm coming back for revenge and I'm taking your belts at the same time kind of deal.
Interesting. That could segue too. I mean, hypothetically speaking, could segue because that's a pretty big title that he's got on there. That might be something Finley might be interested in.
That's very true. Okay, so I'm just putting in your final is Robbie Eagles, TMDK versus Hayata from Noah, who I have a feeling I know who you're picking.
Yeah. Oh, now hearing it out loud. Robbie Eagles, goddamn. I feel it would be a very smart choice to keep the winner in NJPW and keep Robbie. And personally, I would like to see Robbie Eagles get the push. I would like to see that. I think he deserves it. He's worked very, very hard.
Mhm.
And look at the work he's done with Fujita.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Yeah. Robbie Eagles, Super Junior champion.
Yep.
Let's go.
So everybody, again, Drill Moloney is absolutely amazing, and everybody knows I have just pure love for Kosei Fujita since he returned. But since we're not even returned, he did have his like month and a half excursion to Australia. I think it was. He left for like a month or two, and then came back for the Super Junior tournament, the Super Junior Tag League.
When you have the best teachers clearly in professional wrestling in that entire team, I mean, look. You can literally go into TMDK with literally nothing on your background and have absolutely everything at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
You got the submission style from Fujita as well as Zack Sabre Jr. You got that chaoticness of Shane Haste. You got the high speed ability of Robbie Eagles. You got the yeet ability of Big Toots. Big Toots.
Big Toots.
You got the Mikey Nickel.
Again, that's another power guy that he's learning from.
But like a smaller power guy, like
the more dynamic power guy. Like
Yeah.
nothing that Big T's ain't dynamic, but Mikey Nichols can do certain things.
Mikey
maybe
Nichols is an interesting one because I feel like Big T's is like a combination of Haste and Nichols.
Yeah.
But he does do some aerials that you're like, holy shnikes, a big guy like that doing that, holy shit.
Yeah, but again, he's learned from such a great team.
Yeah.
And with all that said, I'm going with Drilla Moloney.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I just think the guy is
That's
on
Drilla kill though.
And he's going to spike Kosei Fujita so hard, and it's going to break my heart. In my heart and pureness, I want Kosei Fujita to win this. Don't get me wrong, but the way I've built this with Drilla Moloney coming into the finals, I just feel like Drilla's going to just murder him.
His they did the what's the word I'm trying to find? Press conference for it today.
Mm.
And the videos and clips are coming out for it now. Drilla had a very impassioned speech for everybody, much how everyone else kind of does, but it was a very interesting way to see Moloney because we're used to seeing him pretty unhinged. With War Dogs, he was pretty reserved, pretty collected, and very straight to the point. I'm gonna kick your ass. I like it.
Yeah, again, I just think it's going to be an incredible tournament, and all of these 4 people we picked to go to the semifinals might not even be there.
Yeah, they could be taking the company
again,
completely different.
This is purely our speculation, our choice, our feelings. There is nothing to
For
this.
all we know, they're probably going to try to get a resurgence, pun intended, to Kushida.
Or they're going to have Show win the whole thing and pick his challenger, and it's going to be Yoshinobu Kanemaru. I think I just broke Mel.
I would have to go to Japan after that.
Gato is that insane. Gato is that insane, though.
He's insane, but he's not stupid. That would be a stupid decision.
It's true.
So thank you all so very much for tuning in here on Andre Melball Wrestling Talk to listen to us talk about who we think could win Best of Super Juniors. If you think we're crazy, let us know in the comments. If you agree with one of us, let us know. We really want to hear from you about that. We're going to get out of here. So you can find me on the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude, Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, and right here on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. Give a quick shout out to our friends over at Sunday Night's Main Event for putting all of our stuff out in audio form. Thank you so very much. If you want to support them, patreon.com/SNME Radio for only $4 American per month. You can find Mel on the X at Collins Melball, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Mastodon at Melball Collins. You can find both of us on Japanese Wrestling Update every Friday at twitch.tv/our local establishment. And you can find that on YouTube, the channel, youtube.com/our local establishment every Friday at 8 o'clock, or maybe not, whenever it does go out. You can also find us over, like we said, Mike the Rest channel, youtube.com/@Backbreaker Video, simulcasting all of our stuff. You can find live content, wrestling and gaming related over at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. If you're out in replays of his gaming content, go to youtube.com/@ Backbreaker _gaming. You can find stuff from him, Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and their freaking guest, Kayla J. So please check them out over there. And you can also find Astrid over on Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel at youtube.com/@AstridPizarro on Ladies Wrestling Showcase. And she has a lot of other great content over there. Her interviews with so many people. Her interview with Zeta Steele is up there, who will be part of Marigold. So check that out. If you want to watch the Best of Super Juniors tournament, go to NewJapanWorld.com for only $999 yen or $10. $10. Or $750 in reality when the actual conversion comes through. For a lot of great content, Best of Super Juniors, and a lot of other great content over there on New Japan World. So I'm going to say thank y'all very much for joining us here. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and don't forget to share it out to your friends, family, and all the other wonderful people in the world. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll alert every time we drop a new video. Hello.